Welcome to Road to Billions podcast, the mentality of an entrepreneur. With your host, Moise Bertrand.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It is your host, man, Moise Bertrand. Yeah, I've been gone for a good minute. And I just wanted to say I appreciate you guys for staying patient and actually just going back in the old episodes and listening. People have been coming into my DMs, texting me on the side as well. You guys, it's sending me helpful info and then helpful tips and then good feedback and then their reviews on the old podcast. And I want to say I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. So for a lot of you guys who don't know already, my father passed away. Unfortunately, this happened like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. But this is something I've been dealing with since early, I believe, the end of last year. Just the sickness of my father. And a lot of people, man, I don't really talk about this. That's why I love this podcast. And that's why I love just sharing my insights with you guys, because you guys are only the people who listen to it. If you listen to the podcast, you know me. You feel me? If you don't listen, then you don't really know me. Then that's that. But, my father, he's been a very sick person, for the last few years. But things got really rough the end of last year when he pretty much had a stroke and stuff like that. And that was the catalyst of just continuous situations. And, I was just keeping my mental strong and just keep going hard at real estate, keep going hard at business. And a lot of people didn't understand what I was going through at the time. Early this year, a lot of people was just blaming me for a lot of things that weren't in my fault. A lot of business transactions didn't go through or fell through, and some businesses hit, some plays didn't make no money, and then everybody point their fingers at me when it's all said and done. Not knowing, every time we get off the phone at 6, 7 o'clock, they're back talking to their parents. I don't have one. I'm missing one. You get me? My dad, he's unresponsive. He can't really talk. When I do talk to him, he's dealing now with amnesia and a little bit of dementia. And it was just a continuation of things, man. And I just slowly see my dad get worse and worse and worse. And I'm still there showing love to people, still helping people in business, still making people thousands of dollars, still making people like life-changing goals and changing their careers and just doing a lot for people that I never really publicize on Instagram. You get me? Because I'm not a person who looks for that credibility. Like, I let my work do its talking. I pop out with new expensive things. I go places people can't really afford. I buy things people can't really get their hands on. I let my work do the talking. I'm not somebody say, hey, come join my program. Come learn real estate under me. No, I don't do that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. You get me? Some people, hey, by all means, you could go ahead and get your clients that way. But I'm just a general person. I'm just a 25-year-old guy who just was able to, like, conquer the world with his mind. And I just want the other young men and young females out there, young women out there to be okay with just learning from people who are your age. Take lessons from people who are younger than you, from older than you. Because a lot of people can't really say they lost a father or mother. You get me? I could be the very few people who say I lost one, and I would never wish this on my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish it on nobody, because it's like a grief that never goes away. So you deal with it the best way you can, and that's just you going day by day, realizing that things are going to get better, but it doesn't happen over time. You get me? So I'm a person who I just kind of take it day by day, like I tell you guys. My mentees, shout out to Marvin, Cornelius, Christopher, man. I had a few mentees, and Shawnee, my sister as well, who closed on some houses, these last couple months. And it's been a blessing, man, for me to really take people to the next level, for me to, like, mentor people into real estate, for me to give people everything I know, man, and just really see it, see it come to fruition. My mindset is blending into others. My mindset is being a catalyst to plant that seed in others. And this is Road to Billions, man. This is Entrepreneurship Academy. I tell you guys this all the time. Like, this podcast is only for those who are ready to take a risk in their life. Because when I first started real estate, a lot of people was laughing at me, bro. I still remember the people who was laughing at me. I still remember. Like, I'm shaking my head right now as I speak. I still remember. And it's sad because they see me doing great things right now. And they can't even say nothing. And it's sad that it's sad that they don't even reach out. But it's more sad that we can't come together and make ourselves a conglomerate. Like, everybody who is black, everybody who is a guy, let's all come together and let's try to do something. Like, let's try to build an empire. Let's try to build our own. But people are too, I'm not gonna say shallow, but they don't see that stuff. You know, they don't see the vision for themselves. So how they gonna see it for everybody else? You know, so I've been a person, I've been taking my days slowly. I've been teaching others real estate. Like I said, I'm not somebody who's a showboater online. I'm not somebody who's gonna tell you how much money I made, but no, I made some bread, of course. I'm just here to tell people, like, it's possible, bro. I used to sleep on an air mattress. If you hear my first podcast episode, I'm gonna say this every time. Air mattress. Lost my sister at the same time. Life hit me like a fucking brick. Like, bam, you better get right. Then I just got back right into marketing. Marketing, you know, pretty much did its thing, and then that, you know, fanned out a little bit. Then boom, I got into trucking. Trucking is doing its thing. Now I'm into real estate, and then real estate is taking off a little bit more than everything else. But real estate is my passion. Is my bread and butter. You get me? So this is what I take very much serious. Every day I read books. Every day I look into news. Every day I look into what's going on. Every day I talk to realtors. Every day I'm looking and working with contractors. I'm fueling this shit. You get me? This is my space of creativity. So what I'm teaching others, although I may be going through things, don't let that affect you in your life. No, if Moist is willing to teach me something, let me help embrace this. Because the minute I start charging people thousands of dollars, then it's really going to become a problem. Because at that point, I gave you guys the opportunity to learn from me while I'm still fresh, while I'm still a rookie, if this is what you want to call it, on the center stage. But I'm really a master. I've been in this in 3 years. But what I'm saying is teaching others in groups of 50 and hundreds and thousands. I'm a rookie in that. But I'm teaching others in groups of tens. And that's what you call a great teacher. So I'm able to teach everybody in my class and everybody in my academy how to become a successful investor by the way, not only by the way you do math, but it's by the way you think. And I'm only creating thinkers. I'm creating thinkers that are making themselves into doers. And then once again, like I said, this podcast isn't for everybody. Some people they gonna get tired of listening to the same motivational speech I tell everybody all the time. But you gotta chase your dreams, and you gotta do it like it's the last thing left. Because there's nothing else besides go to fucking work. Like, what the fuck you gonna do? Every day you go to work, you come back. Go to work, come back. You go to work, you come back, go to work. What is there else to do besides that? Have sex, drink, go out? Okay, if that's what your life is about, by all means, that's cool. But my life has never been like that. My life has always been an adventure. My life has always been, I want to explore the world. I want to do great things that other people haven't been able to do. I want to accomplish things that people haven't seen themselves accomplish or haven't seen done before. I'm going to do great things that only people who only imagine themselves doing great things are able going to see the things I do be accomplished. Because what I'm telling you guys right now is the empire that I'm building isn't for the person who sees at, like I said, eye to eye. This is empire type. Like, this is height. This is beyond heights of heights. You get me? This is a limitless creativity that I have in my mind. And I want to bring others onto this journey. I want to bring others onto this passion that I have for real estate. And I want to make you your own person, your own business. But I'm only going to be able to do that with people I have great relationships with. But people don't understand me as a person. I still have a personal life outside of this business shit. People text me on the weekends, ask me for money and shit. You get me? Like, you see how I can switch up my character? Because this is what I remind myself of, that people don't really take my grace in. You know, sometimes it's okay to give people a little bit of time to respond and reply back to you. I don't have to respond back to you in a few hours. I could take a day to respond back to you. Fuck it, 2 days. Like, I'm really that person. But is it appropriate? No. A lot of people, what they did to me in the past few weeks was crazy. You know, people were asking me for money knowing that I was dealing with my father's situation, and they kind of used, they kind of went in I compare this to a serpent. Went in saying my condolences straight into the money situation. My condolences, bro. Hey, what about that money we spoke about? Bam. I'm like, wow, this is what people, this is the world came down to now. We can't forgive each other a little bit of time to grief. Like, I understand you're not the bill man or nothing like that. This is a general partner, so we have a mutual understanding about what's going on. It's not like I could talk to the cable collector guy. This is what I don't like. People be like, oh, if it was the internet guy, if it was somebody else, you guys would have paid the bill on time. Yeah, we have no fucking choice. But that's why we create partnerships among ourselves to create our own rules, to create our own structures and organizations. So if I'm telling you, hey, listen, man, I'm dealing with the situation with my pops. I need you to give me some time, and you continuously to bombard me with questions and infiltrate me with just things that make me feel uncomfortable, I'm only going to think that you're not cohesive with your own emotions. You're not in your empathetic state. If anything, you're being very weird. You get me? So I kind of look at life like that. I don't really care about no fucking money, bro. I make enough money to be able to support myself at this point in time. I've been doing it for some years. The money isn't a thing to me, bro. It's the passion. It's the word of mouth. It's the loyalty. It's the trust that I have with you. Someone could leave $10,000 on my counter right now, and the only thing that's going to happen to that $10,000 is it collecting dust. You get me? That's the only thing that's going to happen, because I won't even look at that $10,000. I'm like, oh, bet somebody just getting some money around here, this bitch. You feel me? They left the $10,000. If I know somebody came here and then was here and they left the $10,000, and if they left the $10,000, they ain't blowing me up. Obviously, they know Mo is a stand-up guy. I never stole nothing from nobody. I never did nobody wrong. I don't talk about my problems to people because no one really can't solve them unless I talk to myself. And I'm not saying that in an egotistical way, but I'm just saying I'm the type of person people could count on me, because at one point in my time, I wasn't counting myself. I was taking school tests and I was failing school tests, not because I was stupid. I was picking the wrong answer every damn time. I was like, damn, I knew that thing was C, bro. Like, it's like I have a pre-visual of the answer of the right choice, and I'll still go against my intuition. I'll pick the wrong choice. And that was one of the signs of my intuition just being strong, bro, and me going against it. This is why I kind of go with every gut feeling I have. And sometimes, how do I differ it between anxiety and the truth? I don't. And that's the gamble. That's the risk you take. Sometimes the anxiety could be bad. Sometimes it could be really good. Sometimes it could be fear that's trying to paralyze you because you never did it before. So, and I want to appreciate everybody who's been working on themselves, who's been taking themselves to the next level, obviously mentally, financially, spiritually. If you've been, like I said, a college student, now you're in your career making good money, I want to say I'm proud of you, because that's a great leap of faith. It feels good to finally have money coming to your account, paying bills on time, be able to do things that you could substantially do. Like you could withstand those type of things. It may not be where you at now, where you want to be at, but at least it's better than where you were. You get me? The same for people who were at that spot. Now they're at a bigger tax bracket. Congrats to you, brother. Like, this is what we doing, sister. You know, this is what we doing. This is the upper echelon. This is what you get to eating on. Take that bread and take it to the next level. So you could be at the M, double M. You feel me? Then we get to the B, road to billions. So I just want to tell everybody who's been checking in on me, man, for the last couple of weeks and days, I want to say I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. If you lost a loved one close to you or anything like that, I want to send my condolences to you and my prayers to you, because, like I mentioned, I lost my sister, as you guys know already, back in 2019. That hit me, really hard, and just lost my father just now. So, yeah, I'm just a person who's just still an alchemist on my journey, still being a great entrepreneur, still withholding that negativity that's trying to overtake me sometimes. Sometimes when you think about things that try to make you come out your element, it tries to bring you down. And I haven't been in that mood for a very long time. And I'm always be in a positive mood, as you guys can hear me, even though things may not be going how I want it to be. It's always things happening for me that I can't see yet, and there's things happening already that I can only be grateful for. And the things I can't control, I just can't control, and death and time is it's two things. So I want to appreciate you guys for listening to Road to Billions, being patient with me, sending me great feedback, sharing the podcast. Like I mentioned before, this podcast isn't for the normal thinkers. It isn't for the people who come on here. Oh, I want to hear about relationships. No, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm talking about some money. I'm talking about real life events. I'm talking about things that people don't really talk about that happens in the business world. I'm going to drop more episodes because, like I said, my mentees just purchased a house. I just closed on the house 3 days ago. Then I had another house closed on. I'm losing count, and that's a great thing. You get me? So let's just continue to work. Vlog is coming real soon on the YouTube. Somebody told me, bro, you need to start dropping some YouTubes because you be going back and forth and you be doing your thing. So, man, I'm just going to make that investment and get myself a camera. But at the end of the day, man, I just want to say, you guys, appreciate you. Leave the rate and review. Continue to listen to other episodes. And if you have any other suggestions, send me a DM at billionaire_moist. Appreciate you guys and take care.